right? And we talk about high civilization being born on the Mediterranean
Mm-hmm.
since Greece and Rome, right? You have cultures in Western Asia and in Africa that are Mediterranean.
So I kind of asked the question, and people is filling up in the room over here. I asked the question: show me a museum that calls Egypt a Mediterranean culture, and I'll just shut up. That's not where it's moving towards now, right? They just call it an indigenous African culture, and they explain what ties it has to the Levant, right? They explain what ties it has to Nubia, but at no point do they call it a Mediterranean culture. So I'm saying play it fair, right? That goes for Ngozi, that goes for Sheffrin, that goes for Corey. I need a 2023 source museum with a curator calling it that. I'm saying that's not what it is now. The whole thing, it's been years now. They didn't even do it at the Cairo Symposium. So I'm saying, let me see that. See everybody, y'all see. They come Asia. Yeah, they brought them in. Yeah, but that's crazy for me because they don't know if the animals migrated in by themselves, right? Which animals can do. And some of them were brought in. I don't argue that, but we also know we have indigenous cattle from Nubia, right? That spread all the way to the north. We know that too. And we can go to German literature that actually verify and kind of prove that. No, you're not good. No, not domestic. No. Yeah, we are y'all serious right now? What the debate on the early Holocene African cattle? Who y'all fucking with? Y'all ain't fucking with me. Y'all better Google that shit up or something. Now we know I want to know. Read the damn source. I don't know about no beginning of the what? You don't got this. You don't got this. No, do you got this? What you say, Corey? I'm saying that when they brought the wild grains in, right? I'm saying the way it's packaged is packaged in an African ideal. The way they would farm in Africa, totally different from the way they did in Asia. That's what I'm saying. You heard me. You heard me. You talking about seeds. We ain't talking about the ghosts now. Yeah, and they domesticate animals. That hold on, a breeder. Come on, yo, you a breeder, yo. You know damn well you can breed dogs differently, man. Come on, yo. Don't do me like that, yo. Come on, but. Come on. Nah, I'm gonna keep it right here, Kent. I want to talk to y'all. I was talking to my thing. Did what? Did what? They do got. They actually do got the DNA. Y'all stupid. You can have tropical body plans and not be. I don't know. That shit funny, yo. Let me say this, Garfield. On the screen, yo, is hold on. Yo, you stupid. I don't know what that is, yo. I don't know what that is. He talking about with limb proportions. They was saying it was like a mix. They was saying it was like a mix. Hey, do me a favor. Hey, look. Hey, hold on, Garfield. Before I get off here, do me a favor, yo. Put that cash app in there, man. That's my son cash app right there, man. He actually made, you know what I'm saying? It was a hell of an accomplishment for the young brother, man. He made the basketball team, yo. He ain't bigger than me yet, right? But the endurance it took, the way the little man worked out, the just the hard work he put in, yo, it just kind of show him. Yeah, he dynamic in the cross. He dynamic in the cross. No, he ain't giving up. But I'm gonna give him a yell. He's so dynamic in the cross. I'm gonna give him a yell. I'm giving it. So listen, so it's fees associated with this shit here, right? And I appreciate if everybody just, just step up, help out the young brother, man. Cause I seen the little dude work hard. We get up 5:30 in the morning, right? He worked after practice, he worked during practice, right? Little dude, you know what I'm saying? Just to share, just work ethic, man. And if the younger generation can have that work ethic, yo, we in good hands, yo. You Onyx, his name is Onyx, yo. And you know what the rule is, right? If you got to make a young brother or sister do it, yo, then they ain't really trying to do it. I didn't have to make him do nothing. Did that shit on his own. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I appreciate the support. I'm going to put this in my chat, right, man? Show that brother some love. Mhm. Yep. Yep. Yeah, show some love. Show some love for him. I appreciate that. And he's scientifically literate, yo. So he'll listen to the conversation. Oh, they got you right there. Oh, not like that. Very astute, man. He been listening to the conversations, for a very long time, right? He's 15 now, and he's been hearing these conversations. He's watched my evolution, right, as he grow. Matter of fact, he in school saying, "We got a pseudo teacher, Dad." Pseudo talking about the flat earth. So he's heard all y'all discussions on how to really get to it. You know what I'm saying? And y'all be surprised, man. There are actually teachers that promote wild information. I got my daughter, she's in college, and they teach a class on, I forget the name of it, but it's all black algae. That's wild. That is wild to me, man. I say, oh wow. Mhm. From Asia. I believe based off the archaeological survey, I think that's correct. And it makes sense to me. No, that's not how that ain't Windroff ain't said. No, you mixed it up. That who built up? Egypt didn't build not the playa didn't build up Egypt. That's stupid, yo. Some dumbass shit right there, yo. Well, you know what I mean? Jabari is a trickster, yo. He tricked y'all to death, man. So I don't know what to say. Wow. That's horrible. That's horrible. Look at you. That's horrible, man. That's horrible. I'm gonna put this over here in my chat. I ain't arguing with y'all about no daggone um mm-hmm. Garfield, you play too much. So where was we at though? Let's finish. Yeah, I'm saying. Y'all ain't get me trying to get with the goat. So let me get this straight. Y'all saying that no cattle on them walls and on that rock art, they don't got no indigenous African cattle. Y'all tripping right now. Y'all can't be serious right now, yo. So they just stirred there and looked at the cattle. Yeah, yep. Hey, Corey, they did this. They stirred and looked at the cattle. What the hell is that? Wow, what's the age? We gonna domesticate it. Come on, yo. They the cattle code, yo. I'm wrong about what? We ain't had that argument before. Y'all tripping. Oh man. Y'all saying that. Y'all think they needed somebody from Western Asia to teach them how to. No, I'm actually no. You got man. You, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. Y'all trip, man.
Domestic cattle. The domestic cattle is an Asian
Make sure y'all can hear both conversations.
domesticated in Asia. Even the African cattle has the DNA of the domestic cattle that first came from Asia. They are mixed. So Unc is right about the Africans had their own cattle. They mixed their cattle with the Asian domestic cattle. That's how they was able to domesticate the African wild cattle. They was wild. They both had wild cattle, but the Asian had domesticated their cattle first. That's what it's saying. I ain't agree with that. Well, then see, this is the dumb shit.
Go ahead.
What is this? What is this? All this shit they're talking. Now they count That's not the black cow.
Is that the black cow from Reggie? Is that the black cow? Y'all stupid, yo.
Hold on. Let's do what this is.
I thought you was getting off, man. Send it over here, man. I'm gonna get off the stream, man. I just want to know that the black cattle or the turn to the herd of humans.
That cattle was white. 2,500 years ago, Taurine cattle were domesticated from as few as 80 wild arms progenitors in central Anatolia, the Levant.
All right.
That's word. Let's see that Levant word again. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see what it is. That's the dynamic. Now we pronounce these words. Oh man. He went past that black cow. Yeah.
Go back. I see that black cow, man. There you go. Don't be running past that.
I know. We was looking for it.
Looking for the black cow.
This is why I don't necessarily use like the agricultural piece. I like using the archaeological record, right? Because if you take a look at the archaeological record, we know humans brought in those the microglyphs, right, or microliths, right? The arrowheads and the beads from the Red Sea area and all the things that come from the surrounding areas. That's the biggest to me.
The microliths, yo.
Microliths.
I disagree.
You see the microliths.
I disagree, yo. I'm waiting for you to dive out the window.
That's the signature, right, of that. I appreciate that. Right.
Yeah, I don't know what that though.
I wouldn't make it up.
Yeah, you making it up. And the first time I ever heard Series B make something up. Jesus Christ. Damn, I knew it was coming.
I didn't know what a microlith was until I had a conversation. So I'm making up.
Coming from Asia, yo, why would they need?
Microliths that come in from Levant. We see the
Where?
goods that come in from the south, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. What grave goods? Hold up. Stop right there. Because that's in the Levant first.
Yeah, that's retarded. I ain't. You sound crazy, God. Let me get off this show, Garfield. You wild out.
I got the source right here. The 8,000 BC. They have the grave goods, and the Neolithic era comes from that era.
So now you condensing time. So you're gonna condense all that. You're gonna condense all that. All right, man. I'm off here. I ain't gonna. Hey, yo, you gonna get caught out there. You're gonna let Smash catch him. You're gonna catch you, yo.
What you're saying, Garfield, the archaeological record, it what gives credence to this whole idea that Egypt is a regional, a multi-regional culture, right? It didn't just come from one location. It didn't just come from the south. It didn't pop up on its own. That's the super Negro talk that I hate, though. I hate it. They want to say,
oh man,
came from the south. They built the pyramids, the super Negroes. They just popped out. Right. And then it's even worse now. They don't even want to give the black folks.
I am listening to y'all. I'm coming. All right, hey Garfield, I'm out, man. Y'all starting talking about the Michael. Yeah, I'm live. Oh, right over there. I'm on the community of skeptics. All right, come on. I'm here. I know. I know where I'm at. I don't know what man. Uh, what? Egypt ain't had no cattle. I'm out. Oh, that's stupid. That's stupid. I'm out. All right, we was over there having fun, man. All right. All right, so let me put this in the chat, man. Appreciate everybody, man, over here, man. 34,000 in the building, man. Yeah, that Egypt conversation always a good one, yo. But there's always gonna be a spot, yo, where the rubber gonna meet the road at, y'all. Y'all know that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna always be that spot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Overseas with it. Niggas claim they hot, where that money at? Niggas then ran up in your spot, where that money at? Trippers don't know you in the spot, where that money at? Fuck you, and that fake watch, where that money at? Yeah, niggas think they hot, where that money at? Niggas then ran up in your spot, where that money at? Strippers don't know you in the spot, where that money at? Fuck you, and that fake watch, where that money at? Yeah, slipping on my...
Hey, man, y'all know what it is. Black African power. What's good? What's happening? A well-organized lie defeats a disorganized truth every time. Woo-hoo-wee. Man, y'all already know what it is, man. It's Godkilla in the house. And I'm coming to do what I got to do, and I'm going to do what I got to do. Standing tall, standing strong. Hey! Bobby banging this bitch. Man, y'all know what it is, man. We was over there having fun, man. They funny. We gonna keep arguing till the cows come home and it's all good, man. But y'all know I always got that fire, man. I think a lot of times, a lot of us is caught up in our body. Brother Garfield, man, what's going on with you, man? How you doing?
I'm here to say, we gonna get you to admit you wrong tonight, bro. We gonna
About
get
the
you.
cattle?
We got some old tape from Blog Talk days we about to bring out. We've been compiling it behind the scenes.
Some what?
We're gonna bring them out tonight. Some Blog Talk tapes that we gonna bring out.
Oh my god, nigga. I said a lot of wild shit on Blog Talk. You might
Oh
get me
man,
down.
how you doing today, bro? Today's
Hey
a
man,
good day, man.
It's a good day, man. Just trying to let me talk to this audience right here, man. What's up, though, brother Garfield? You all right, though, brother?
Yeah, I'm great. I do want to say to you that I think the next 6 months you're gonna see a shift in the community because a lot of people are gonna get defensive about Egypt. You know, people are sensitive; they're not ready to let it go. And part of it is us to be blamed too, because we do teach a lot about Kemet, and we fight because we take on the fight of the elders and carry it on. So in taking on the fight, sometimes we added on certain things that we probably shouldn't have taken on, and it's passed on now, and people still going by the old 10, 20-year-old stuff that you had from long ago. Hey, I got to take this call. I'm going to hit you back. I'm going to hit back.
So I always felt like there was a sweet spot to really get us to where we need to go. What's up, Pseudo Killer Camp? What this do, brother?
Man, ain't nothing, man. Just out here watching for the funny hats.
Funny hat,
Man,
you got
I
my man
appreciate,
on there with the hat.
I appreciate what you're doing, man. But yo, don't let them drag you back in the goddamn circular
Nah, I ain't gonna drag
BS,
me back
man.
in. You know, I'm gonna put it to rest like I did the other night. I'm gonna ask, specific questions that need to be asked, man. Just go ahead and show me. I just need to see that in the museum, because they putting up the presentations now. Serious B, Pseudo Killer Official. What's good, brother? Always good to see your face.
Oh, peace, brother. You know what's refreshing, right? To being able to have a conversation about ancient Egypt without the mouth foam coming out.
Oh yeah,
without foaming at the mouth and going crazy, right?
Totally,
We gotta be able to have these conversations.
Yeah, the foolery. We ain't doing all that, man. We done read enough documentation now. We understand the definition of terms and all that. So we don't be tripping, man. But yeah, before we get started, man, I dropped that Cash App in there, man. Like I said, man, not just saying it because he's my son, but it's just a testament to just hard work and going against the odds, man. It was a whole gym full of brothers going out for those teams, man. And the fact that he made it through that gauntlet, was amazing. You know what I'm saying? I had my doubts, but I knew his work ethic was there. And I always know that most times, man, you're rewarded for hard work, right? And if not this year, it'd be next year. But yeah, he kind of, yeah. So yeah, that's that Cash App, man, to help support that program, man. Pay for them fees that he will be incurring. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So yeah, that shit ain't free around this motherfucker. It never is. So I appreciate, just looking out for that brother, man, and his hard work and his dedication, man. Now he's definitely a dynamic lacrosse player, but the basketball thing, he undersized, man. And just to be able to, and they got a pretty good program where we at. And just to make that was kind of something serious. I was like, damn, Shorty made it. I had my doubts. I was like,
right. Hey, I got a question for you real quick. Why does Kent have what's his name as his picture, his avatar? What's going on with that, man?
The funny
because he got the funny hat. I'm just letting everybody know, watch for the funny hats. He's pseudo as hell.
I'm getting off it. I can't be a party of this.
It's too late. Let's give a huge shout out and a welcome to our brother Garfield.
What did my brother say though? But we all got a little pseudo in us, man. Come on, man. Y'all be pseudo sometimes. Come on.
He said a phenomenon. He said a phenomenon was
purpose. Come on, man.
He said a phenomenon.
The oldest plot. What is it? 80,000 years old. Come on, man. I read the records, man. We all got a little pseudo in us, man. Come on, let it go, man. Come on.
We listening, Kent? What you say, Ken?
Oh, okay. Nah, he said a phenomenon was only something that couldn't be explained, and he doubled and tripled down on it. Then he tried to talk crazy. So, we just having a little fun. You know what I mean?
The funny
he ain't popped back up. He ain't popped back up. He ain't popped back up since we stumped him out a couple of weeks ago. So I'm just letting him know we still watching.
Oh man, poor Morpheus, man. Morpheus, don't listen to them. We know they don't have the knowledge that Morpheus has had. Morpheus.
Oh, and he think we in the Matrix, Garfield. He think we in the simulation.
You see what it is? You want to take the blue pill and not the red pill. You got to take both of them together. That's what it is. I see what the problem is. You got to go on that mountain in Atlanta. I'll keep going up there with red and blue pill. He be going up there with his pseudo ass and go up there too. He go up there. He be front like he don't go up there. They pay him though. They pay
already
to come up there and dress up like a Roman Catholic priest in 2023.
Yeah, because it's two sons. It's two sons that appear on the top of Stone Mountain.
Oh,
I heard it from the horse's mouth.
Oh man, bruh. Hey, let me tell you something. To all my Jamaican family, man, that's in Jamaica right now. They had an earthquake 5.9 under the scales or whatever they call that stuff. And I hope everybody's safe down there, man. I can't say I'm gonna pray for y'all because y'all know I'm not on that, but I hope everybody's safe. I've
earthquake where?
Contact with. They had a serious earthquake in Jamaica, and I hope everybody's good. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Line of Judah take care of that though, yo.
You got to start chat. You got to stop. If you keep shutting down Babylon,
They need the help from Babylon.
Did you see my show yesterday? Got to put that money yesterday. Did you see my show yesterday about the Palestinians and the Israelites fighting on the streets in Chicago?
Yeah, that's just dumb.
Why would you, as an Israelite, want to fight a Palestinian?
Why are they fighting?
By the way, they've been beefing for over 2 years. They tore a Quran up. That's what they did. Yeah. What? But that's another story for another time.
The Israelites is fighting against what? Oh man, yo. They all Americans, yo. What is they doing? Oh man.
That goes back to that image that you showed earlier. All of those issues that we're seeing is in that small little red circle that you showed, Garfield. All of those problems.
Yeah, that's man. Wow. Hold on. I'm trying to pull up this source for y'all, man. So you think you're gonna get me on a cattle, bro? I know you ain't thinking that, yo.
I don't think the cattles were in Africa per se as far as geographic location before the Levant. I don't believe that. I think
but go ahead.
Black Mummy documentary, they talked about it. That the cattle came that way. Then they actually domesticated it in that area, and then it went to the Nubia, to the area of Nubia. I think that's what it says, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong because you did watch it, and your memory is better than mine for some reason. You're older than me. I don't know how that works.
I'm a little bit older than you, bro.
Yeah.
So okay, go ahead, Ken.
Hey, if I may, yo, I just wanted to know what was the disagreement at this point. I think because everybody agreed that the Egyptians wasn't black except Smash at this point, right?
Nah, they going back on their word, yo. They didn't took.
Oh,
They switching back. They didn't.
Nah,
who's switching back?
Nobody ain't switching back.
Yeah, they Mediterranean again. It's back on the Mediterranean.
Nah,
Oh,
that's
man.
not. They're using the word Mediterranean in the
Levant
context.
niggas. I heard all that. I heard it.
Nah, you switching up on me
Yeah.
right now. No, when they use the word Mediterranean,
When? But who uses it though? That's what I'm.
I'm saying it's a buzzword to piss you off. Just like ancient Near East and Levantine. We don't need to use those words, but those words are used, and it pisses us off because we so attached to this word Africa. So you have to say Africa or African.
You do gotta say it because that's what the experts say. Why
No,
would
but
the experts?
so you're saying no expert says that area is the Mediterranean?
I'm saying I want to see a museum display saying it because they misused it so much they don't even use it no more. That's not
But the museums are politically motivated, bro, to do
really?
those.
So now you sound like a conspiracy theorist, golf.
No, they're politically motivated to separate these things, though, like Africa, Nubia. They said now they're saying the whole thing at the Metropolitan Museum is wrong in its sense, saying that hey, West Africa is influenced by Egypt, and they're showing
They
these
never
different
said
images.
that. They never
Yes,
said
it does
that.
say that. It does say that.
All right, tell you what, send my son $100 and I'll send you $100 if that's what it's saying. Let's do that. How about that? Let me get that shit out the way. Don't talk me.
I tell you this, I
What?
ain't gonna lose no $100 over no foolishness.
Okay, then you backed out.
Let's bring it up. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it.
Hey man, hit that cash app, man, early in the office, man. This show for my son right here, man. Show some love, man. I'll put that in there.
If Corey got a wrench. I didn't know niggas fighting over wrench. I don't want my wrench again. Since it's that serious.
Yeah, that wrench gets serious.
He gonna stop watching your channel because Corey got a wrench.
He said that?
He ain't say that, but it seems like that's about to happen.
Damn,
Shit.
I want to be able to go to Baltimore and not beef with Chef and get the homeboys on me. I want to be able to go to
Jeffrey gave me the worst haircut ever, man. I ain't get to talk about it live yet, but
Metropolitan Museum. Hold on, let's pull it up. It don't say that. Reggie be lying, man. You cannot listen to Reggie, yo.
I went there, I saw it.
It didn't say that. It didn't say that, yo. You went to the Brooklyn Museum.
No, I went to remember we went to the Metropolitan Museum before. It's on my channel.
Oh, but it ain't say nothing about what you saying.
Yes, it does, bro. It talks about it talks about West Africa and Egypt, the connection. That's what they're talking about. The connection.
No, they're not.
Nope. They're not. All right, bring it up, bro. As a matter of fact, let me bring it up myself. Your computer moving too slow.
I'm pulling it up. It don't say that.
Yo. A new Mac.
I mean the Diop, the
Diop
thing.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was sort of like a tribute to Diop's his work. What is it? The origins of African civilization?
All right,
right?
hold on a second.
Hey, yo, African origins civilization.
African origins of civilization.
But I'm asking you, what is the main work of what he's trying to prove?
I'm going to show you right here. Don't say that shit. Then the Afrocentric is going to take it and act like it's more than what it is. It ain't saying that.
Well, why you use it like that then, huh?
Because what y'all don't do, y'all call the nigga pseudo, right? When in reality, the niggas using this shit today is pseudo. He wouldn't be saying the same shit he said 40, 50 years ago. He was an astrophysicist. He was a physicist, yo. He gonna go with the data, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I'm using it for this purpose right here. Go.
Let me ask you a question. I'm gonna share my screen.
You're trying to fake me out right now. You're trying to fake us out right now. I ain't gonna let you fake us out. Here you go. African origin of civilization. Okay. Scholars today recognize Africa as the source of our common ancestry. But in 1974, Senegalese scholar and humanist Cheikh Diop, it don't say it was Afrocentric because he wasn't, Diop shocked and challenged historians by asserting the influence of ancient African civilizations in his groundbreaking book, African Origin Civilization, Myth and Reality. This exhibit pays homage to Diop by presenting masterpieces in the museum's collection from West and Central Africa alongside art from ancient Egypt for the first time in the Met's history. So this is what they're doing. They're doing what? They putting West African art and Central African art alongside ancient Egyptian art. Read it close. Let me finish, bro, because it's not saying what you You cut
Okay,
me off.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Doing
No,
no
what
purpose.
I was gonna do is I was gonna say, look at the picture. I'm glad you're doing that, but put the picture up that I just shared, right? I want to make a point, a very important point here, right?
Not in the middle of me doing this because you're trying
But
to.
it's adding on to what you're saying right now.
No, it won't. No,
All
it
right.
won't. It's a through 21 pairs of works from different African cultures and eras. This exhibit provides rare opportunity to appreciate the extraordinary creativity of the continent across 5 millennia, revealing unexpected parallels and contrasts. It say, watch this. Although there was no contact between their creators, the works share deep and uncharacterized history. My fault. There you go.
Oh, so what is that saying?
Hold on.
That's a contradiction.
Can you go back?
No, it's not. It say, although there was no contact between West Africa and the three nations they just mentioned, right? It say between their creators, the work share a deep and
under-recognized histories. Can
Right.
just, all right.
That's a contradiction.
There ain't no contradiction. What y'all talking about?
Are you finished?
Yeah, I'm finished. I'm gonna put.
Yeah, how can you share history without a connection? Or
Thank you.
Watch this.
That's the question.
Yeah, that's easy because you can go back to the Crucible culture, which goes back 160,000 years ago, right? Where African people share certain affinities because they was all clumped together and they take certain cultural nuances with them.
No, it gave
all of humanity share that.
It gave a 5,000 year time period.
Right. So in that 5,000 year time period, they wasn't together. They saying that.
And then it said nothing about 130,000 years.
No, I'm trying to Brendan asked the question of how could that be possible without the meeting. And I'm saying easy, because there's basic principles that you find in Africa, the way they do certain things that you can find in the Nile Valley and West Africa, just the way they do things. And it shouldn't be overemphasized as if they actually met. They wouldn't have had to meet. Now I study anthropology for real, and I understand that. I
can accept that. I can accept how you just explained that. I can accept that.
Yeah, but they flagrant those serious B in Nubian Muhammad. They lie. They lie on the exhibit. The exhibit never said them niggas met. That's why Garfield was about to lose $100 thinking they was meeting. The exhibit never said that, and he said he went to the exhibit and said that.
That word in is problematic.
Can you show my picture that I'm sharing?
Yeah, there you go.
The reason why I wanted you to read over that first paragraph you read is because Diop's work is about showing a connection between Egypt and West Africa. Matter of fact, Senegal is the place where he's from, and he's known where the university is built. His work is purely about that. What was the purpose of showing the Egyptian being hugged right here and the West African art hugging right there? What is the purpose of that, Ankh?
Easy work right there. It's just showing you that there's a connection there. First of all, you find these statues all around humanity, brother. You can go to you can go to Mesoamerica and find these types.
So why they show? Well, you see, that's the point.
Nope. The point is they were showing you that they said that Egypt had no type of affinity to being African. They simply showing the brotherhood, right, in Africa, and how these although they're two separate cultures, right, they still share certain affinities, and you still don't got to meet. Why? Because human beings come from Africa. Human beings leave up out of South Africa and split to go to West Africa and split and go to the Nile Valley.
So they still
hold.
There.
It's not.
They're gonna hate
you.
They're gonna hate you.
They ain't gotta hate me. I'm just simply saying I'm reading what the exhibit say. You pulled up the picture and saying something else. The exhibit is not saying what they saying.
What is Diop's work? What is he fighting the most about? That's other than Egyptians are sub-Saharan Africans. What is his main fight? What is his fight at the 1974 symposium? Other than Egypt is a black people.
His other fight was Egypt was an African civilization, and they was denying that. So it's multi-layered on the. So I'm saying he didn't lose everything. He lost most of it, right? But some things he was right about, like they was an African nation.
I'm not disputing that.
So that's the part they took, and that's why he made you the museum. Prior to that, they wasn't saying it like that, yo. Okay. They wasn't arguing about that.
All right,
they was in raid and race theory.
Okay. All right, cool. So hey, listen, man, I'm gonna let y'all go and let y'all build, man. I got some stuff I gotta take care of, some business I gotta finalize over here.
So was you right about that though, Garfield and the Met? Did the Met say what you said it said?
The Met did not say that. I'm willing to accept that I'm wrong, but I want you to admit that I did. I want you to admit that I was wrong. I want you to admit that Garfield was wrong.
You was wrong, Garfield. I tried
All
to
right,
tell
cool. I just want you to admit to something. You ain't admit to nothing all night.
That was slick. That was slick.
That
Right?
was slick, boy. Brooklyn man.
Garfield, you should have been a lawyer. You should have been a lawyer.
Peace and love, y'all.
Hey, thanks for that first cash app too, man. I appreciate that, Garfield. That was love,
no
man.
problem. Always, always, man. Always
that means something to me,
family
man.
and what they're trying to do, building up a good African family, African-centered family growth and everything. Don't be a pseudo, though. Don't be a pseudo. That's all I say. You're a pseudo killer, not a pseudo. Nubian Muhammad is a pseudo, though.
Yeah, he is. He don't know it.
What's up, Gullah?
What's good? What's good with it, y'all?
You another one they gonna hate too,
Please,
man.
Gullah.
Talking all that truth talk.
I'm trying to get Chef to turn his camera back on. He looks like he had some Cro-Magnon.
He look white. He look his real
Cro-Magnon heads back there. What's going on in his barbershop? What's going on?
Hey, peace and love, man. I'm gonna be listening. Peace and love.
All right, come here. All right, hold on, Gullah, before you jump in. Let me let the little man come in. The little man, come in, yo. What you gotta say? You gotta say that can't see you.
Oh, okay. This is star athlete.
Yeah,
okay,
right
cool.
Here. Just right there on the camera. You know how to the camera. You just right down.
Peace.
Sit down, nigga.
This is the guy that eats all the Chick-fil-A and stuff.
He's right.
With the huge appetite. He's got the huge appetite.
Yeah, he's a Chick-fil-A guy. Go ahead, man. What you gotta say? What you gotta say?
Thank you for the support.
All right.
Can you play though?
For sure.
Yes, I could play.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh man, anyway. you can tell the family resemblance, man. He is your twin, brother. Right.
Yeah, and look at him. He ain't my complexion. See?
Are they laughing?
No, they
dude, you look just like Ankh.
They say where my hair went. They say where my hair went. I used to have hair back.
Look at him. Right.
Back in the day, I used to have.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. You can tell you guys look like twins.
Yeah, but see, my daughter's my complexion.
I found this on the web. For how are used to have you back in the day, Bernadette. Exact.
Like, how did you get that?
What's up with those Cro-Magnon models you got back there?
Yeah, what are you doing? Look at you got Cro-Magnon models back there, yo.
What's that?
Oh man, that's his picture right there. You bugged out with that.
Those are
we're gonna keep
are those Denisovans or Neanderthals? Which one?
Why you ain't got no black statues in there? You see how you is, yo? I knew it, yo.
They not statues.
Yo, paint them, yo, right now, yo. You can't come back on paint them. You in the bar shop, paint them. All right, yo, appreciate you, bro.
All right, thank you for the support.
All right, yeah. So, man, yeah, that money straight to him, yo. Appreciate that. So, okay, now. You know what my issue is, Serious B. You know what it is, man. All I'm saying is, if I'm bringing up, say, like the Brooklyn Museum or like this, I pulled up the Met, right?
That was good nuance. You did a good nuance in terms of sort of reading the entire context in terms of, why they showcase a Diop's work, right? Why they juxtapose the artifacts and everything. Yeah, I think, yeah.
And then they put a stop sign there for you.
Yeah, absolutely. They put a stop sign, right?
Right. But see, won't nobody else put the stop sign there but us. You know what I'm saying? Yo, they take that and they run with it. Right. And that's what we fighting against, man. We're not trying to destroy Black people history, man. We're trying to give you the real history. We're trying to show you if Diop's made it into the museum, yo, they don't put pseudos into the museum, yo. They understand what his fight was. Right. They understand what he was doing and what he wasn't. The things he got right, they give him credit. The things he didn't get right, they say you didn't get that right, and we're not acquiescing to that. Simple. Gullah, what's up, man? You know, Gullah, he just be in and out. He don't even be in.
Gullah, you on mute.
You on mute, Gullah, on purpose, probably. All right, so we got that out the way. I don't know what Gullah at. All right, let me drop the link in there. All right, and I want to read this source, right? All right. Let me get this source up. Let's see. So, you know what, Brendan? We gonna have to meet up there at that Brooklyn Museum. Yeah, I'm going to Brooklyn soon, but we had to meet up there, Brendan.
We should, man. Hey, New York is one of my favorite destinations for vacation. So yeah, absolutely. I haven't been through it since the pandemic stopped. So it's about time. About time.
All right. So right here, I'm gonna do this again. All y'all to be watching the show, y'all see how I'm doing it. This ain't gonna be hard, right? And this all I ever ask out of anybody. Just go ahead and pull me up something, right?
Mhm.
So I'll pull up the museum again. All right, y'all should go to the Brooklyn Museum and see that, right? But I'd rather type in Egypt though. Let's see. I'd rather type in Egypt. See what we got here. All right. Okay. Come on now. All right. So this is a statue, right? Don't feed all into the way you think it look, into the color of it, all that. That's wood. It's supposed to look that way. But what is the museum curator saying? Right? Okay. It say our collection of ancient Egyptian art, one of the largest and finest in the United States, is renowned throughout the world. They say the galleries for this unparalleled collection have been recognized and reinstalled. It says, now let's see what it says about ancient Egypt, right? And there's certain words I'm looking for that they should be using because we use them all the time, right? Let's see what words they use and they don't use, right? I think Garfield says political reasons. Well, I want to read the paper on how they are politicizing and doing this for black people. Black people don't even go to the museums. For real, right? Now, let's say the ancient Egyptians were indigenous African people. So when I say this, I'm not saying something. I'm not the one saying it. I'm not bringing in my own bias, right? I understand what indigenous African is. It don't mean you don't got no mixture. It don't mean that. Homo sapiens sapien is the mix. I clearly understand what evolution is. So it says ancient Egyptians were an indigenous African people who first appeared in southern Upper Egypt, Nile Valley, by 4,500 BCE. I didn't say that. And spread northward to Lower Egypt. Now, I understand this. At no point is they saying it wasn't people on the Nile and 4,500 wasn't in the north. That's not what they're saying. They just saying the culture that will become Egypt, right? Spread where? Northward. Joined over 5,000 years by other Africans from Nubia, Libya, clearly calling Libyans, right? Libya. Now watch this. This is important. As well as Semites, Persians, Greeks, Romans, right? Right here, look, I'm going to say it again. As well as Semites, Persians, Greeks, and Romans. They're distinctly, look, multicultural society produced an astonishing array of objects and structures. What are we talking about here? This is all I've ever said. But they put things in its proper context. They talk about the Semites. They talk about the Persians, the Greeks, the Romans. They talk about the Nubians, the Libyans. So I'm not just saying this. What you don't see is them start talking about the Mediterranean. Why ain't they saying that? Because that's not where scholarship is going. When you talking about over 100 years to get to this point, during Diop's in them time, they just would not say that. They refuse to say that. They refuse. They refuse to mention the word Africa. So that's why, I fight for it, because that's what the experts are saying. That's my point. So this is another thing. This is the one we got to go to. We got to go to this one. We actually got to go here. Museum Spotlight. They got a whole spotlight, African ancestors of Egypt and Nubia from the Green Sahara. Not from Palestine, Judea. They saying they're coming up out of the Green Sahara. That's what they saying. So, yeah, I ain't got to read that. Man, y'all should know what that is, man. But, yep, I just wanted to put that on there. Anybody want to add something there? I don't know where that gull at. Right, everybody, they playing. Anyway, Corey, I'm gonna stick with them. I ain't listening to y'all. I'm not listening to Ngozi. I'm not listening to Gullah. I'm not listening to none of y'all. I'm gonna listen to the Brooklyn Museum.
I reflect everything that was sort of said in there. I always go back to my central argument about being that multi-regional culture. That is a multi-region. It explains it. It explains about the material culture that came in from all these different regions, the people that came in from the different regions, right? All that culminated to make Egypt what it was.
Yeah, and I just I just go off what Christopher Harris say. That's what he said, the Middle Nile, and that's kind of the same thing you explained in that thing right there.
Right, right. In terms of the cattle, the biggest cattle, or one of the, I guess you would say, from a cattle culture perspective, right? We know about that, the cattle culture that comes from the pastoralism that comes from the South. Right, we understand it, right? But we also understand, right, the cattle, right, all the moving back and forth that came from the Levant as well, right? So
Yeah,
so one of the pieces, I think, one of the problems that we end up having is that we try to make these ideas mutually exclusive, right? We can't acknowledge one piece without acknowledging the other, right? We have to be able to acknowledge all these things, right, at the same time.
yeah, at the same time, because it ain't just one way. It ain't a one-way street we dealing with.
Right.
And two, tonight, in probably about 30 minutes, I'm be having I know brother Chef and brother Corey familiar with the brother Bayard from Kush Royalty. He gonna be on my channel tonight.
Oh, okay, definitely.
Yeah.
I think to add to what y'all was saying though, I think that we don't understand what gradiency is and how that applies to the distribution of human beings. And we make Africa a monolith of one particular peopling groups, and that's fallacious in its origin. Like I don't understand why. I think Corey said it earlier that we always talk about how diverse Africa is, but in our arguments and our claims, we simply remove that diversity and think that we are making an intelligent argument, but in reality, the shit that we are saying, it sounds foolish because we have now removed the diversity of African populations that we claim that we have.
Yeah, we don't believe it. Yeah, we say things we don't believe, Kyle. That's one of the things.
We don't believe the battle cry. The battle cry of the conscious community, we don't even believe it for real. That's now we can't.
They don't look at the
what?
What? The battle cry, bro.
It all started in Africa, right?
Yeah,
right.
We sit here.
You make every color. And then that's one of the first things you hear when you come to the conscious community is the mother Africa makes every color. Y'all didn't hear that first?
Except for light skin.
Man, that was what they were talking about.
I done heard niggas say that we make green people, bro. I know y'all done seen the green person argument, the whole green human being argument, but we can't produce white people?
Yeah. So I know what the issue is. The one issue is understanding the gradient, like Kyle said. Corey makes a great point, right? And y'all kind of was talking to me about, let me tell you something we got to get rid of. We got to get rid of the first. That's wild. That's crazy. First has nothing to do with human behavior. Why would I need to be first in farming if I already got crops growing? Why would I need to do the hardest thing to do on planet Earth is to farm when I already got crops growing? So human beings aren't doing what we think they're doing. We involved in a race war, slaves trying to get their history. African Americans now we trying to get it. We was up against scientific racism and we fighting. But when you look at the material, the material culture and archaeology, you realize that first actually has nothing to do. We put importance on things that's not even important in anthropology. Like first what? Okay, so if you're the first farmers, then that means those natural crops that was growing must have failed. And then through human innovation, right, then you would have to farm it. And if you really study hunter-gatherer tribes, what you saying? Go ahead. What would you going to say?
Now, I was going to say, make it make sense, man. How are we the first in our haplogroup is E?
No, he ain't saying that.
A before E?
Huh?
Like, make it make sense, man.
Stop it.
He done lost me.
Yeah, you lost me.
No, I haven't lost it, bro. Like y'all
got farming. I'm talking about farming, yo. I'm not talking about
yeah, I get you. My bad. I digress.
Now this what I'm saying. I'm saying that the
Stay with my conversation. That the first don't matter.
yeah, I'm with you, but because I heard you say this numerous times.
Yeah, how does it make sense?
No, that farming and domestication of plants and things like that is it represents failure, but it's actually
Can represent failure.
yeah, but it's actually human ingenuity and technology mastering your environment, right? So
Say that again, though. Say that real slow.
It's called human ingenuity and mastering your environment, right?
Because of what?
Because let's deal with this.
Stay where I'm at now. So you know you're agreeing with me.
No, yeah, but the way I might be wrong, but the way you always frame that
is what?
Once we realize that those people in the Nile Valley wasn't the first to farm, you didn't say it represents failure. If the crops is
crop
growing,
failure.
Yeah, crop failure.
Right.
But
that's what it is, yo. Why you gotta make something? Why you gotta save the seed? The shit just growing naturally.
Yeah, no, because because like the
large
flood,
populations.
Yeah, the large population controlling them. It is also it's like, why would you domesticate the animals if they running around all free? Because we don't feel like having to go in the woods and hunt. We want the stuff from that. We can keep them close to us. We can domesticate them where they don't hurt us, and we can actually keep that staple near us, right? We can actually control it.
I didn't know that. I didn't know the corn and shit ran away, bro.
No, I said
that's a bad example for me.
No,
animals and plants.
It's actually key to society.
Yeah, like so.
Hold on. What's key to society? Farming.
The farming, yes.
Yeah. One of the biggest pieces is large and consistent food sources. Absolutely. In terms of urbanization, you have to have a sufficient and consistent food source to support urbanization / societies, right? You have to.
I disagree.
Hey, Unc, in that book, there's civilization.
If you don't, you have smaller population groups that can do it without farming. And
let's do this. You know that's actually the mistake. You got the book.
Yeah, I got it.
So you know that's actually what they was thinking, though. The mindset that y'all saying they was actually thinking that until they came into Africa. That's why I was saying no. Europe and that area did things first because this is this. And then they started to realize recently that that's not how it was. That at Napa Playa, right, mobile communities, they was moving back and forth, right? If you study, you got some hunter-gatherers that they're still gathering and they're still farming. There's not the one-way thing.
Right. Those are mobile, though.
No, you got communities now mobile. They hunter-gatherers and farmers. They just start realizing that.
They're gonna mix.
That's what Christopher Eric called agricultural beginnings. You had people on the verge, like you had people that like depending on the situation, they're gonna end up being consistent farmers anyway, because they are like during a certain time of period, like somewhere around 22,000 years ago. You know, all hunter gatherers were like on the verge of like cultivating their favorite food sources. Like he talked about it in that book, African Civilization. It's called From Hunter Gatherers to Farmers. And he talk about how independently how different people in different societies started forming from the things that they was gathering anyway. You know what I'm saying? So like even before,
but it don't matter.
Keep in mind, I'm not making an argument whether if that was a more beneficial lifestyle or if it's not a detrimental lifestyle. That's not the argument I'm making. The argument that I'm making, and I think, like for instance, in the book "The Dawn of Civilization," it makes an argument that that the whole idea of urbanization may not necessarily be a beneficial lifestyle. Right? I'm not making that argument. I'm just saying that in terms of large scale farming and having consistent food source and reliable food sources is what contributes to large scale urbanization. I think that's something.
And what else does it contribute to?
Yeah, it contributes to a lot of different other ailments and ills in society. That's why I say I'm not saying that it's something. I'm not saying that it's something that I'm not making it saying okay, well, this is good or bad. Well,
Right.
I'm
That's
saying
what I want.
what
That's what I'm
I'm
trying to
saying
do.
is that urbanization in and of itself has to rely on large and consistent food sources.
Okay. So for things to grow, right?
For
the
good
population to
or
grow, right?
bad. For good or bad. Yeah.
So we can safely say that when they come from Ethiopia, they bring in wild grains, right? And they seem to have hold larger populations, being able to do it, being able to harvest enough grains.
Mhm.
So I think sometimes we forget how large Africa is and how large these areas are. So what they found is, correct me if I'm wrong, Gullah, right? That although they wasn't farming, they could harvest wild grains that would sustain a population. Remember, in Playa, they had these deep wells and granaries. They were storing the grain, right? And that's why I talk about the microliths, because they had large areas of land where the grains was growing wild. They could just chop it down. And so they used the grinding stones, some of the oldest tools. You need grinding stones. They still wasn't farming though, right? But they're still been able to produce the breads. So I'm saying, like, I'm not gonna get into a race of who first, who second. That's when I ain't know no better. I'm saying it's based off of human ingenuity to be able to understand their environment. If your environment doesn't need you to farm, then why would you even have to invent farming? You just wouldn't. It wouldn't be there for you. Wouldn't need to do it. That's my point. And I think Europeans, in the way they seen it was, well, if you don't got this, remember, if you don't got villages will eventually lead to what? Kingship. Well, they realized it. Nope, that's not how it was in Africa. They came to kingship in 800 years in Africa. It took them 8,000 years to come to kingship from Ur, some of the oldest villages. They didn't have villages. They had mobile communities moving back and forth. I'm just giving information. You read the book. You know what I'm saying. Like I'm gonna always be right there. I'm gonna be
that
right
was a good
here.
point. I think that was a good point when you say, you know, if the environment didn't call or put the pressures on you to come up with the, you know, to have to do the farming, you know, you just wouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't make sense. So I think that's a real good point, and I think a lot of people glance over that. You know, they don't. I don't think people really understand like the seriousness of that. You know what I'm saying? Like because you don't focus on that, you focus on other things that you bring to the world that we still use today. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to. There's other great things that you can offer the world. You know, other than just farming. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what's the interesting thing, Corey, about that? It is about, in terms of the ecology of ancient Egypt, right? Giving them that ability to actually be a huge food supplier is what made them an economic power on the world stage.
Absolutely.
They were the breadbasket of the world.
And
right?
that's what they brought to the stage. Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
And everybody brought
absolutely.
their own thing to the stage, right? You know what I'm saying? So that was just what they brought to the stage. But go ahead, y'all.
Yeah.
No, go ahead, because I would say it wasn't farming first. I would say it was the microlift technology that brought them that early money. That's what I would say. And I could bring up the archaeological survey to support that. Didn't I send it to you, Sirius B?
Yeah. Those
Then
are
it's farming.
the microlith technology, right? You're talking about, you know, those are the earlier pieces, the pre-dynastic, right? Exactly.
Yes.
Right. But when you're talking about, you know, say when Egypt was a civilization on the world stage,
the farming.
yeah, exactly. It was they talked about gold, right? In terms of the gold that Egypt supplied. It wasn't the gold that you mine. It was the grain, was the gold that people talk about in terms of what made Egypt wealthy and powerful, right? It wasn't the gold out of Nubia, it was the grain.
Hey, but yeah, Gullah, I want to say, man, I can't wait till you have your little interview later, because we was just talking on Garfield's show about at least I said we was talking about Nubia, but my opinion with Nubia and ancient Nubia and ancient Egypt, I believe that's a really, really messy topic. But,
Why?
but Dior he actually clarifies it
Oh, shit.
really, really good. And actually, I actually got my understanding. I'm actually a member of his Discord page.
Yeah.
So I actually have my understanding from him and other Nubians, right? From the genetics that they be posting, because they got a whole column of genetics that they post.
I'm one of the mentors. I'm one of the mentors in his Discord. Like he
Oh,
started
okay.
he started a whole other private Discord too, where it's just like, you know, the people that's helping with the research, and I'm one of the top members on there helping them out.
Oh, that's good shit. That's good shit. But yeah, man, I can't wait. That's gonna be really interesting. Hopefully, Ngozi over there too. That's gonna be real interesting because the Nubia, right? That's the crutch that the blackologist is leaning on, right? And he's noticed that. He's noticed that a lot. So he got a lot to bring to the table. I think he can bring some clarity to this conversation. You know what I'm saying, to the whole community. But go ahead.
He only 19 years old, yo. He young.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you know,
I can't listen to him.
I gave the example. I was on Smash page the other day, and I actually pulled him up because they showed the relief that you know, the nation. I guess it's called the Table of Nations, and I know somebody gonna argue and say, well, they didn't call it that or whatever. But I guess we familiar. Is that the name we familiar with though, right? The Table of Nations, where they got.
That's fine. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So those Nubians on there, right? The Nubians that's on the black people, them his ancestors, bro. Like the man, like they still do. Like he got his haircut is the same, like as his ancestors, bro.
Yeah,
like
it's crazy. Then would be like the Dinka people. Like the Dinka people live like immediately south, like Karma in Maraway and them areas like that. They was like the more people that live like in the more rural areas who were more traditional.
But their ancestry came from the beginning of the Nile, down in South Sudan, Darfur, and all of that. Lake Victoria. That's where his ancestors. That's where those people's ancestors, the people that was on the relief, the Egyptians' relief, those people's ancestors came from the beginning of the Nile, down by Lake Victoria, and you know, they migrated up to like South Sudan, like Darfur, and all of that area. Then they start migrating up towards, you know what I'm saying, Egypt and shit like that. So I just, you know, he gives all of that. He backs it up with the genetics. He backs it up with the archaeology. He backs it up with all of the, you know, the linguistics and everything. So
yeah,
I just
that region you talking about, it's what Christopher area, he called it the southern Middle Nile. It's like the southern portion of the Middle Nile region.
Yes,
like where it splits up at and all that.
And it's a lot of diversity in that area. That's they call it something else too. That little region, that eastern, it's east of the Nile.
You talking about Wadi Hawar?
Yeah, and
that too. Before, even like if we go back 12,000 years ago, that's where our Niger Congo or Niger Godoffian ancestors spread from before going into the Green Sahara and
them Cordofians. Yes, they from Darfur. That's what I'm talking about. The Cordofians, they still down there. They still there today.
Still got Niger Congo speakers in Western Sudan. They call the Godoffian speakers. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait, man. That's gonna be an interesting one, man. I'm definitely gonna be on board on that one. Definitely.
So I just want a slight. So we was talking about farming and how essential it was. Then how is Nubia able to rival Egypt without no farming?
Who said Nubia had no farming?
They wasn't farming.
Yes,
that wasn't anything. Where?
It was both.
Show that. Show that source. What? I'm just saying that because of because of this. What do you mean? Not near the river.
Why wouldn't the Nubians
They
At
couldn't.
the
You didn't
time
know
of
that? So you
Egypt.
just saying that?
Hold
Are you
on. At
just
the
saying
yeah,
Yeah, they was
sorghum, right?
If,
So at the time of
if you
Egypt,
look at
you
civilizations
saying
in
the
Africa, but they
Nubians
talk
wasn't
about it
farming?
when they talk about the Eastern Sahara farming. They talk about it.
I ain't
8,000.
talking about that. No. I'm talking about on the Nile. Come on, man. Stay with me. On the Nile. The soil is different, yo. The
No, it's
floodplains are
different
different.
tributaries and stuff that where they lived
But I'm
at.
talking about on the Nile. I'm saying they wasn't farming on the Nile. Let me be clear. They wasn't farming on the Nile like Egyptian was. It wasn't an easy thing to do down there and on the Nile because it wasn't flooding and bringing
That's
that
super
soil.
technical. That's super
But that's
technical.
what we gotta be super technical.
No, you're saying they wasn't farming on the
That
Nile
wasn't
like
their
the
key.
Egyptians.
Right. That
But they
wasn't their
were
key.
farming.
Okay. Not on the Nile.
Okay. All right.
We gotta be the conversation is super technical.
No,
Everything gotta be
whether it's another river tributary off of the Nile.
So go
or
ahead,
whether
Gullah.
it's
I'm waiting.
the
I'm right
Nile.
here, Gullah. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that source. And both of y'all give me that source. Let's read together. I don't trust y'all. Now I understand there's certain spotty farming, but that's not the industry. That's not what's pushing them on the world stage is farming. That's the point I'm making.
Oh yeah, they dealt more with cattle.
Industry.
Right, they dealt more with cattle.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I wasn't saying I'm not speaking in absolutes ever. Not speaking in absolutes. Go ahead, Gullah, get that source though.
Oh no, they didn't have the terrain of Egypt.
They couldn't deal with wheats and barley. They could deal with the sorghum, but it's just the tropical grade.
Right, and they never exported food either, right? You know, Egypt was known as for exporting food, so they had a super massive sort of abundance of it. They had, so they got a lot of their income and power from exporting it.
The Nubians was trading in gold, microliths.
I'm finna get ready in a minute for my show. I'm finna go live.
I know before you run out of here, go send that source. So don't play. Come on, yo. You should go ahead it on source. Come on, yo. Don't play. Come on. I know you're going to leave, but don't leave. Bring the source for me. Put it in the back. Send it to my phone. I know how I read.
So when the Nubians brought the gold up, what were they trading with the Egyptians? What were they getting in return?
Probably things that they needed. That's normally what people do. They trade. Yeah, I mean,
you see where I'm heading there.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I got this. Probably give me that.
Yeah, exactly.
They're probably getting some food, wasn't it?
You go break your back. You go break your back, nigga. I got the money to buy. Give me that.
There you go.
But they sold shoes. Nubians had the shoes. They had the linens. Remember, the Nubians made the best linens, not the Egyptians.
Don't do the shoe thing.
Yeah, they made the shoes.
They had.
Y'all serious? They actually
Egyptians loved all those exported goods, right? Everything foreign and exotic, they loved it. You know, they love that stuff coming from out of India. Right, so we see those ingots and of the metals, and we see the beads coming out of the Red Sea and all region. Yeah, they loved all that.
On page 70, African civilizations, where it say agriculturalism and technology in the Eastern Sahara.
In the Eastern Sahara. Come on, man. What page, yo? This book right here, yo.
Yeah.
What page, yo?
Now, my argument wasn't that they weren't farming on the they were farming, period. And
I know, but you dove out the window when I was talking about farming. I said they wasn't farming. On and out. All right, where we at? Page 70, right?
Yeah, we're at the bottom where it say agriculturalism and technology.
All right, page 7.
I sense a little backtracking there, Gullah. I don't know.
No, I wasn't saying. I just said they was farming. Period. That was Chef punched in and said they was farming on the Nile. I was just saying they was farming. I thought you just said they was farming.
Is that qualifier? Unc threw the very specific qualifier in there. On the Nile.
On the Nile, nigga. You know what I'm talking about.
Between 33 BCE.
On the Nile part is. I don't understand how that became.
Because we talking about farming on it. Because we talking about Egypt, they farmed on the Nile. That was their key industry, right? So I was
where they was farming at. If they had the technology to farm and it was a part of their.
All right, so we got the book. We gonna read it. Where's that, Gullah? Go ahead, read
That
that
was
to us
in the
before
Nile,
you go there,
that
sir.
was in the Nile Basin, but they probably wouldn't let.
Oh, now it's the Nile Basin. We did. Hey, Chef, you gonna introduce the Nile Basin in there?
No,
Yo?
I'm trying to figure out what does it mean that they were farming.
Yeah, because that's the Delta. You know the reason why they wouldn't farm on the Nile there because it's not the Delta. They farmed on the Nile because it was the Delta.
Like he's saying they wasn't farming on the Nile.
Ladies and gentlemen,
you're not going to farm on the banks of a wild ass river in the South.
Right. They only on the Nile do it count.
That's what I was talking about. But that's what the Egyptians did. They farmed on the Nile, yo.
It was in the Delta, though.
Well, what does it matter?
That's what I was talking about.
That's the reason why they farmed in the Delta. It was a reason why.
Didn't the Egyptians tame the Nile?
No, it ain't that. I don't know.
They had it tamed in parts of it.
Y'all be
So,
thinking I'm crazy.
you know what I mean?
I think you be thinking we crazy.
Yeah, I do think y'all crazy. Y'all niggas don't.
Am I correct with that though?
Yeah, you're right. Look, I was my fault. I apologize. I was reading this book. I know y'all ain't got this book. This comes from this Hawaus, right? Hold on, Hawaus.
You can't use them. You can't use them.
Yeah, just
we got a petition.
No,
we got a petition against him right now.
Right.
We get his degree took from him. Reggie, where you at?
I refuse to sign that petition. I'm not signing that petition. Corey, you said you don't know. Chef said he was going to sign that.
I signed it.
See, and he blamed me and you, Corey. He actually signed that petition.
You get your black card taken from
you. Yeah,
if you use Hawaii as a source, that's an automatic revocation.
Yeah, you got it. We talking about Fisher. So we actually talking about Majori Fisher. I took his class, right? And he talked about the farming and what it was with and why they couldn't do it, why they couldn't make an industry out of it in his book. This is a great book on Nubia, ancient Nubia. It's serious. This is serious. This ain't the halfway crook joint. It's dead serious, man. It's an excellent work, yo. So yes, when I was talking about farming, I need to be more specific. I was basically saying that wasn't one of the industries. I didn't say they couldn't actually do it, but that wasn't their thing. You know what I'm saying? Because the soil didn't lead to that, because it was a different type of soil, which didn't actually lead to soil. Gullah brings in 2,000 mile away river. Okay, bro, I got you. All right, I'm with you. I'm fucking with you with that, Gullah. Anyway, they all back. Hey, Nubi Muhammad, go get that source, yo. Yeah, I know you're looking. Go get it. We want to learn something. I'm always going to learn something extra. How much farming was they doing?
We talked about the sorghum, right?
A lot.
That millet, right?
That millet, right? That name is right along the lines of Nile Valley Hebrew, though.
Oh man, millet
is right along the line.
That's good food. That's good eating.
Collard greens. You know they had the collard greens out there.
In ancient times.
Oh man, that's funny as hell, right? That's a good one right there. That was funny.
No, the Nilo-Saharan main thing was sorghum. You can't grow that in certain areas. You only can grow it in the tropical regions, the steeps of the Sudan. Like where it cut off at, like when Nubia cut off, when Nubia cut off and you get into Egypt, you get into more Mediterranean climate. You know what I'm saying? So you can't grow sorghum in the regions.
Yeah,
especially in certain seasons.
And sorghum is drought resistant as well. So that was one of the reasons why, that was advantageous for them. Again, right? You leverage what you can, you master your economy or your ecology, right?
Hey, that's crazy because I just sent Ankh an article on an African agricultural scientist who he like the George Washington Carver of fucking sorghum in East Africa. You dig what I'm saying? And how he made that one of the main crops and staples or cereals of Africa.
Now I would say one thing too. I don't know if it was by the river, but I know they did cultivate cotton. The Nubians. I don't know that. They take. They have to.
They were the first cotton pickers.
They
There you go.
Yeah, we Nubian, yo.
We ain't no damn Nubians.
Yo, they the first cotton
They had
pickers.
you. They had
Y'all
you
just
sucking.
Hey,
They had you sucking
hey,
sugar.
Chef,
Hey,
It was
they had you
better
sucking.
than Egyptian
does
cotton.
that count?
Bad
Does that
behavior.
count as cultural continuity?
Y'all just
They
got
had
bad
us
Yeah.
sucking
behavior.
sugar cane too.
Yeah.
Y'all just got bad behavior. I figured it out, man. It's bad behavior, man. When y'all all come together with Corey and Cyrus B and Vivian, it's bad behavior all around here. Yo. I figured out what it was. It's bad
The
behavior.
picking of the cotton is cultural continuity.
Don't let Reggie get a hold of that.
I told you to pick the cat from West Africa. The black cows, the black bulls. He wild with that one. Did anybody ever figure out what exactly he was talking about when he keep mentioning these black cows?
He never showed back up on no program.
No, to
After
be
we
fair,
pointed the gun
to be
at him.
fair, whether I agree with it or not, I understood what he said. You know
All right,
what
what
I'm
is-
saying?
all right,
It was
explain it to
wild. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, that's that olive branch.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. It was
I understand what you're saying.
I'm finna get ready for this show real quick,
All
y'all.
right, Gullah, we're gonna be over there.
All right, peace, Gullah.
So hold on, now, what? Go ahead, explain it to us.
What did he say? What did he
So
say?
what
Corey?
he's saying, I can't remember the gods' names and all of that, right?
Okay.
But what he's saying is this god, he identified as a black bull. You see what I'm saying? And so he was the bull, the blackest bull, and I guess, you know, so that means if he gonna identify as a black bull, then he's a black god. So you know what I mean?
Guess who said that first in our community?
Who said that?
Wesley Muhammad. He already on the rate with the black bull. He said the same thing.
Oh, see, so you know what I'm talking about then.
Yeah, Reggie Cotton. Yeah, he didn't take it from Wesley Muhammad. He wrote a book. It's called Afrabia. Right?
You know,
In that book,
Reggie gonna cuss you out for saying that.
He can. You know,
he came up with it.
That ain't a bad name though. Afrabia. Go ahead. That's not pseudo. Like I'm just gonna say that. That ain't like you do have you know, a mixture there. Go ahead though. What was he talking about with it though?
The same shit. He tried to say since it was the black bull, it was black people. He was like, what, Wesley? It's definitely been trying this community for the black bull.
Yeah, because you know what though, just to be fair, you know, some of the way that we refer to some of these things, like genetics, like linguistics, even geography, right? You know, I think they it's going to be hard to do, but I think it's just unnecessary at this point. But I think it should have been like the way they name shit. It's kind of fucked up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I do agree with that. You know, but what I'm gonna say is,
well, hold
like,
on.
We know at this point, right? That's a boat that's been sailed a long time ago, right?
Right.
So let's get on with the language of the day. You see what I'm saying? So that we can be coherent. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if what I've said made sense, but that's the best way I could put that. You know?
Yeah, so we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
Right. Because when I say Afro-Asiatic, and then when Corey says it, and then when somebody wild in the pseudo community says it, we mean two separate things. I think me and Corey are on the same page, but me and the wild person, they're saying something completely different.
If Lex Vortex get a hold of it.
Oh man, don't let him get a hold of it, boy. Yeah, man. It's a lot of that going on, but I think just the conversation, man, kind of helps. Right. So we bring out them, you know, how they trying to play the game. Yeah, and they mind, everything gotta be black with the big lips and the big nose and the peppercorn hair. And it's got to be the oldest, right? If your shit ain't the oldest, then you ain't really rocking. That makes no sense, right? And I think it's those key things right there. They going off of skin color. Everybody got to be. So they got Egypt being a one dark skin place. The version of that. And they got them people emphasizing dark skin in an environment where they wouldn't have had to do that. You feel me? It's not till later on do these invasions come when you start to find these lighter outside people coming in. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we got it on the show. But I mean, I think I appreciate everybody on the panel, man, that's actually, you know, fighting against that shit, man. Because we not saying we're not saying they're not African. We're not saying they're not indigenous. We just saying you're not them Africans. you feel me? And I don't understand what they fighting for. Have y'all figured out why they still fighting, though?
They're fighting the same fight Diop and them was fighting. So
which is wow.
Right, but that's the thing. So
fighting against their own battle cry is what they do.
my
battle cry though.
My heart goes out to them, right? Because it's almost like saying that. All right, when what's his name? John Henry Clark, right?
Okay.
When John Henry Clark, when he
Don't mess it up. Don't mess it up.
And I'm asking a question about John too.
When John Henry Clark and them, when they talk about when they was growing up, right? The books and stuff that the first books and stuff that they was reading was saying that Africans had no civilization.
Correct.
Black people. They're talking about the black Africans, right?
Okay.
The ones that we descend from, right? That they had no culture, no civilization, right?
Right.
But then when they pick up a book and they see Egypt is in Africa, they automatically say, ha ha, we got ours. Y'all been lying to us and y'all stealing our history, right? They couldn't imagine that the white people could ever be telling the truth and say that those Africans, right, is not you, right? That even though it's on that continent, it's not you, because we had already said they was liars. So now we're trying to merge the lie, right? The lie that the white people first told with the reality that Egypt is in Africa, right? Versus that they are in Africa, but they still not true. It's too much going on.
And another lie on top of that, saying, like, for instance, I'll quote, I won't say who this beloved scholar said it, but saying that yes, those descendants from Harlem, those people in Harlem are those direct descendants of ancient Egypt, and the artifacts belong to them, right? Those types of statements that are made by scholars,
Dr. Ben,
right?
You know, I know he said it.
Yeah.
Well, white people say
those types of statements can be problematic for this very same reason.
Because white people did it. Like, white people was the ones who
said it first. They said it first.
They the ones who said that Africa was the dark continent, and they believed that the lighter skinned people that live in North Africa was the result of invasions. They was the first ones that said it. So it was just like what
I'm glad you finally admitted that, Corey, because that's what I was trying to say 3 years ago. But
white people was the first ones to say it, right?
Thank you,
so
the first lie, the original lie.
Right. So they was fighting against themselves. Check this out, Corey. White people was fighting against themselves when they said that the origin of Egyptian civilization was outside of Africa.
Yeah.
Right? They was fighting against themselves because they believed that all Africans originally looked like West Africans.
Yeah.
It was their thing. So they were fighting. It ain't into genetics and all of this modern shit that proves that no, you know what I mean? Africa, the diversity of Africa is real. You dig what I'm saying? These people could have been African and, you know what I mean, didn't have to look like the stereotypical, you dig what I'm saying, so-called Negro African.
Right.
Like, I know y'all don't like to use that word.
Tropical African, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
exactly. You know what I mean?
But I always got to do this. But
there you go.
I always got to be the one. But
here you go.
The thing is, right, Shepard, and I understand that, and that's all, and I agree with all of that too.
Here
right?
you go. Just get to it.
It's a problem though. The problem, and we dealing with this problem. The problem is that they try to correct that, right?
Who?
But the white people, The white people is they trying to correct that, right? But what's happening is they're overshooting. They overshooting the white people.
The scientists?
Yes, the
curators at the museum.
Exactly. Those are the main ones. Them is the main culprits.
Yeah, you gotta stop that.
And Garfield put it better. I didn't think of it. I see because like Brendan said
He
earlier,
got shot. They do it.
That's an example.
We're talking about curated material now. Yo, we're not talking about just running around.
They put D-Op in the damn museum.
That's
so you don't think he should have been
example.
Wow.
that statue, that West African statue juxtaposed to that ancient Egyptian statue.
That only makes sense to us.
One's got an arm around it, the other one's got an arm around it. See the obvious connection?
That's an overshooting.
Bad behavior, yo. Ladies and gentlemen, the thoughts and opinions is not shared by the skeptic. We're not.
If you're squinting hard enough,
Just start looking at just. Let me see. Hold on. Let me switch over there. I want to see if Brendan right.
Just squint hard enough. Just squint.
If you got any type of artistic,
same thing.
If you got any type of artistic bone in your body, if you see a connection between that.
No, but see, Chef, look, that's the problem though.
When they
do that,
y'all serious right now, yo.
That lends credence to the blackology.
Y'all serious right now, man. It's not their job for y'all to make y'all understand. Man, it's their job to put out the material and us to be responsible with the material.
No,
it is, man. Hold on, I want to find all the statues, man.
I can't believe you went to
what? You know what? It was an artistic.
Hey, Brendan, we already said we
representation. It was an artistic.
Said we can't throw shit out in the vacuum, Brendan. You already know we said that.
I'm gonna
put them statues out there and said, now y'all think about it. Y'all have it's a conversation.
Go ahead, run with it.
You got to be crazy,
Corey. That's just like you can't say the Egyptians were Mediterranean, close the book, and then stop the lie.
I'm telling blackology make niggas blind, yo. Because it is no way I can look at this shit.
Let me go.
Yeah, I'm looking at like what's the similarity now?
Recording them, yo.
They got their hand around each other.
Look, all right, we're gonna look at all the statues here. Look, we're gonna squint on each one.
Around each other,
can we squint? We're gonna squint.
Squint hard.
Kings.
Same thing.
On the left side is King's acquaintance, Mimi and Sabu, right? And then on the right side, we got the Dogon artist.
Dogon.
Let's squint. Let's squint. Come on, we're gonna squint. Do we see?
I see certain
I said they got their arms around.
3,000 years. No difference.
I did all the squinting we can do. You can't squint no more.
All right, we're gonna move forward. We're gonna move forward here. The Guardian figure, 1919 to 1885 BCE Egyptian art. Right, and then
they got 2 arms and 2 heads
of a chief. All right, and Singiti. I probably said that wrong. Did I say that right? I think I said that right. That's in the late 19th, early 20th century. Congo.
They both have super Negro limb proportions.
Ain't neither one of them got a shirt on. That's the similarity.
Is that a pregnant man on the right? That man looks pregnant.
And they got the funny, and they pseudo. You know they both pseudo because they got the funny hats on.
I thought you were gonna step forward. Here we go. We got the bongo artist, yo. At the 18th century at Gaia, right? And then the striding man at 2255 BCE.
I don't know what they looking at here because the one ain't even got no arm.
He lost the arm. So
it's made out of the same wood. That's what it is. It's oak. Both of them oak.
You gonna put a petition, get rid of the
This is not helping y'all. This is
hold on.
not helping y'all.
Statue of official Maritime Egypt at 2,381. And then we got ceremonial stool chain and sword motif. At what's this? Okeyime? Am I saying it right? Yimi? Okeyime? Ghana, southern Ghana. So they're looking at the the staff, yo, the staff.
Are you serious?
Staff and the staff.
Yeah, man. They doing the best they can, yo. Come on, man. Here go one. I got you. Here we go.
Oh,
Here we go.
now we getting
now we getting somewhere now, boy. Statue of the god Ptah, 1070 to 700, 712 BCE Egypt, yo. And then you got Edu artists, Ogun. There you go. Now what?
This is the direct connection that I'm looking
right
for.
there.
But
That's
this
what
is the
they gonna
direct
use.
connection that I've been.
Yeah, there you go. Now,
obvious cultural continuity. Look at that. Look
now, got y'all.
Look at the forehead proportions.
This is typical statue right here. The goddess Isis and her son. All right, breastfeeding, and then you got another one breastfeeding right here. This what Jabarian try to use. Native American was like, "Yo, they breastfeeding everywhere. You do not need Egyptians to know how to breastfeed." They think that the African had to teach other people how to breastfeed their babies. Most ridiculous point I've ever heard, Jabarian.
Look at the time period on that.
Yeah.
On all of them, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen one that was less than 2,000 years. I don't know.
Well, they're going back to ancient Egypt. They're just showing the Benin, the different African cultures. That's what they actually different artistry, right? Yeah, you can't misconstrue.
Yeah, these are artistic sort of, juxtaposing these things, right?
Typical carrying the baskets on your head. I'm pretty sure different places in the world carry baskets on their head, right? But they're just showing in Africa how they, basket on the head. A woman carrying a basket on their head. Yeah. And for a larger, greater part, let me see.
And it's all beautiful art, right?
Ghana, a can artist, right? Egyptian. All right. Okay. Depicting the queens. Ceremonial headdresses. Just showing you headdresses. That's actually a headdress on both of them. All right. And then they get you.
Yeah, but the Ghanaian one was more detailed. You know what I'm saying? Like that was way more flyer. Just to let you
fly. That's definitely fly. Yeah. That's fly. All right.
Yeah, they was using modern tools. Look at the.
Oh, come on, man. Look
at the time period.
God best.
They weren't using no modern tools, man. Them was all stone tools they was using still. They went old school with that.
So here they get you with the fragment of queen face, and then they give you the mother queen. All right, one from Nigeria, Benin court, right, and then one from Egypt. I think this is New Kingdom, 1,353 BCE. All right,
and the other one was made in the 1600s.
1600s. All right, here's another one. The mask. You're talking about the mask.
Handmade.
African mask.
Not modern tools.
So yeah, these are the masks. Egyptian masks, right? All right, and Balo portrait mask. Balo. All right,
and that was made.
They didn't have angle grinders in the 1600s, chef. Nah, come on, man.
Female fertility, mother and child, female fertility, Ghana, Egypt. So they just showing you different type of art pieces, man. You're not supposed to take this and run this and run with it and make a whole. I don't think you never was supposed to do that. Here's gazelle. All right. Then they got one.
I think you're being slick, Unc, and teaching us about African culture on the sly.
Yeah,
I think that's what you're doing.
But that's all it's supposed to be. One's supposed to be nothing else but that, right? And if you made it more than that,
right,
then you lying. And that's my point. Like, just take it for what it is, man. You don't gotta add numbers. Here's a stool. It's a good one too. All right, this the birthing stools, right? I believe. Or what is it? A birthing stool? No. What is this? This is a. Oh man, okay. I'm believing it to be a stool.
It's a headrest.
Who's a
headrest?
Who's a flyer though?
Oh yeah, headrest is not a stool. You lay your head on it. It's like a pillow. Y'all know that, right?
Yeah, they used to use that.
Damn, did it work?
Had to.
Or they would put something on top of that. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't just lay on that wood.
Did it
Oh,
work?
really?
No, you would have some type of
It's
cloth.
like a
or
support. Okay.
something. Yeah.
All right, bowls, ceremony.
Right, the bowls with the feet
Bowls
on
with
it.
foot on it.
Yeah, that's a real ancient one. The one up top.
That's 3. Yeah, that's old.
Right. That's
That's an old one.
You going
That
back?
might be actually better than a pillow.
Really? I can't believe it, yo.
Yeah, if you put some cushion on top of that, and you prop your neck the right way, you know what I mean. They was like properly sleeping. Probably.
Wow, there's a crook in your neck, yo. Neck hurting.
And you turn your head all the way.
All right, yeah, you be done, yo. Oh my goodness, y'all can just imagine that. All right, I'm gonna drop the Cash App in there one more time, man, for my son, man. Hit the Cash App, man, often and early, man. But use this Cash App right here, man. It's going towards them fees, man. I appreciate everybody that gave, man. That's some love right there, man. Really, really appreciate that. I'm always support brothers and sisters, man, that's fighting hard, especially in situations when most people think you're not gonna make it, man. It's a testament and fortitude to what we need to do as brothers and sisters, man. And he's a pretty good student on top of all that. And he a good dude, man. He don't give me no issues, right? Not yet. I know I snuck out without giving my parents issues. I ain't started getting them issues till I got older. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he doing pretty good. His sister's doing good. Brother's doing good. So, I've been fortunate because I just be blatant with my kids. I tell them all the shit I did. Right? Y'all only heard half the stories. I give it all to them and tell them how you're going to turn out. If you do this, you're going to turn out like this. If you do this, your odds are better. I ain't saying what I'm saying is perfect, right? But if you get yourself educated, yo, and you keep staying on that path, yo, and use some fortitude, right? Your possibilities are better, you know what I'm saying, than those who just running around doing any goddamn thing, man. Yeah, and Corey, shout out to your son, man. We watched him go through college, man, and play ball, man. You know what I'm saying? That's real.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. On that. No doubt.
Yeah. And so, yeah, with that, man, I think we had a good show, had fun, yo, kicking it. You know how we do. Social should have jumped up on here. It really would have been a blast. Really would have been a blast. But we here, man. It was fun, man. I appreciate everybody's support, man. Hit that Cash App, man. Y'all know what it is. I'm gonna drop one more time, man. Yeah, man. If you pseudo, man, stop it. Don't bring up your friendships over Black Egypt.
We've seen it.
We've seen it happen.
We've seen it.
We got 2 on the panel. We fighting over Black crazy and shit up.
The Nubian.
It's happening as we speak.
It's happening as we speak. Garfield at war right now.
Garfield and Smash, they butting heads right now.
Smash is rabbit.
To tell y'all the truth, though, to be honest, I ain't seen nobody go over there and win yet. Yeah, I have yet to see anybody go over there and win.
It's almost semi-home court for me. I can get it anymore.
Yeah.
See, the problem is Smash has superpowers. He's a battle rapper. He will unleash his superpowers at any moment.
He hit you with this turn back up.
You're not gonna beat him on the charisma side. So yeah, he will unleash his superpowers on you.
Yeah,
peace to the man.
I think Garfield think he can do it, but
Garfield about to get his hell beat out of
somebody go over there and win. And they undefeated over there. They undefeated.
Yeah, I think I did pretty good. I ain't get beat up over there.
I don't know. I don't think.
Shit, on the Diop's melanin test, where was you at?
They ain't let you get it off though.
I got it off, nigga. Shit. I think we ended up.
But they threw tomatoes at you.
Yeah, I got it all off though. We got to read the article and all that, and I got it off.
I think it was blurred out. I think you didn't get that one off.
Only a few heard you, yo. Trust me.
Nah, that ain't true, yo.
Trust me.
We was reading the article, yo. When we
we read it, and you did a good job.
You say nigga listening to that shit.
They wasn't listening to that.
Right. They threw that. They just waved that off.
Right.
Oh, hell no. Diop did that shit.
They dismissed that out of hand, bro. You talking about Diop, bro. How you gonna, what do you mean?
What do you mean he got beat up?
Right.
Yeah, you said Diop got
you
beat up
crazy.
and your whole argument went out the window.
They missed that right out
He
of
did
there.
get beat up, yo. It's like we ain't use that shit.
And that's how you lost that argument over there.
Hey, Chef, remember we realized, remember the moment when me and you realized, hold on, I'm going to say it, they ain't going to like me after this. We was reading a Wikipedia article, right? So the fight didn't really end at the thing because the Cairo Symposium was trying to promote African shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And them damn white boys like, the fuck is y'all doing?
We're going to let y'all get this one off.
Get off. But look, it's the moment when me and Chef realized that and hold on, look, here you go. Look, I'm gonna show. Look,
oh Lord.
Hold on, this is look, Chef, you gonna know what I'm talking about. Look, he did this right here. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna do this. Look, watch. It ain't that. Hold on, right here. Here you go. Look, right here, yo. When Diaz hit them niggas with techno babble, yo.
Techno babble, that's crazy.
Look. It's a type of nonsense that consists of buzzwords, esoteric and technical jargon.
Techno babble. That's Lex Vortex, yo.
Remember they put
when
all
you
that
trying
evidence?
to trick somebody.
Remember they put all this evidence. They were like, yo, we can't go through that shit right now. Remember they brought the Bible, all that shit.
Yeah, he brought the Bible and everything.
Like,
was on one. He wanted Egypt.
Hey, I said they did a Gish Gallop in document form and shit.
Yeah, they did. That was funny. They actually did. Yeah, they brought so much stuff. They're like, come on, yo, we ain't even ready. They was like, yo, we ain't even prepared to even deal with that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go back and read it. You gotta go back and read it, and you'll realize that they just threw a whole lot of shit to see what would actually stick. It's crazy, yo. Anyway, man, you know, I appreciate everybody coming through, man. Very, very interesting, yo. The whole thing is
prepared for smashing Reggie. They coming.
Oh, I'm gonna go over there to and see what's up with old boy Gullah. I'm gonna go to
They ain't
Gullah.
coming. Look, hey, I'm no longer accepting anything that's not in the museum. I'm not accepting anything. It's got to be in the museum, and you gotta use a white boy.
Hey.
He's narrowing that criteria.
Yeah, if you can't beat me with some white scholars,
you gotta stand on one leg.
And I don't trust you. Yeah, I don't. At this point, yo, they rabbit like the early. They rabbit like this guy was. Look, here you go. This is my man right here. This is on my favorite. Hey, look, watch this. They act like this dude. Look, promise you. Right here. Samuel Morton. Yep. He that dude. Look, was American, physician, naturalist, scientist, and writer as one of the early figures of scientific racism. They even call him the father of scientific racism, right? American School, here you go. Let me see. Samuel Morton is often thought of as the originator of the American School of Ethology. It says a school of thought in the antebellum American science that claimed the difference between humans was one of species rather than variety, right? So they were saying humans is different species. This is God now, right? And is seen by some as the origin of scientific racism. Simple as that. All right. Now, okay. So they back in that spot right there with him, and they don't even know it, right? And even him. Now watch this. Let me come to here. I read this before. Allegation on the data. Hold on. Let me go to this.
What was he talking about? Noah's Ark.
Yeah. Oh, you got to read the article, man. He was saying that they split up. That they split up. That God made different races at different times.
Okay. Yeah.
When they got off the flood, remember it was Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Remember that?
Oh, okay. So he was using all of that. All right.
He was using all that. So if we come to the early career cranial, so he measured the cranial, right here. Evolving views on the race of the Egyptians. Now, Samuel Morton addressed several letters to George Giddon. He was another one. He was an Egyptologist in America, right? And it was all, acting crazy on who they thought the Egyptians was. It stated that he modified many of his old views on ancient Egypt. Look at this, believing them to be similar to the Barbara but not the Negro, right? On the 26th of February, 1846, he wrote, I am more than ever confirmed in my old sentiment that Northern Africa was peopled by an indigenous and aboriginal people who were dispositioned by Asiatic tribes. All right. It say these aboriginals could not have been Negroes, but the latter were never adapted to the climate and are nowhere known and nowhere now nor ever have been inhabitants of these latitudes. So he's saying, boom, the Asiatics didn't belong there, right? Okay. And he goes on to say, were they Barbara or some better race more nearly aligned to the Arabian race? Then he goes on, look, in another letter to Gideon, he says this. Let me see. I think he started talking about they skin color. Hold on, let me see. Drawings of these studied Egyptian skulls. Hold on. Compared me, published opinion, respect the origin of Egyptians. They never came. Okay. Now he says, so all right, he say they never came. He said they never came from Asia, but are indigenous, right, or aboriginal inhabitants of the Nile Valley. So he started to change his stance on that, right? I have taken a position in my letter to Mr. J.R. Bartlett. Okay, every day has verified it, and your drawings settle it forever in my mind. It has cost me a mental struggle to acknowledge this conviction, but I can withhold it no longer. So this the dude, right, who was first saying that they came from another spot, right? He's the father of science racism. Now he's admitting, right, that they was indigenous Africans and not Asian. He says it again. They not Asiatics in any sense of the word, right? But hold on, autonomous ass. Hold on. I want to get to what skin color he thought he was, and I'm gonna end with this. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Represents. Oh man. In my later investments, in my opinion, the Nile Valley was inhabited by indigenous race before the invasion of the Hamitic or the Asiatic nations, and that the primordial people who occupied the whole North Africa bore much of the same relation to the Barbary or Barbaro tribes. Yep, here you go. So he goes on to say, my later investigation have confirmed me, in my opinion, that the valley of the Nile, right? He was saying the valley of the Nile was inhabited by indigenous race before the invasion of the Hamitic and other Asiatic nations, and that this primordial people who occupied the whole North Africa bore much of the same relation to the Berber or the Barbary tribes of Nubia, and the Saustrians of the Middle Ages bore to their wandering and untutored yet cognate brethren, the Bedouins of the desert. So even the father of scientific racism, as he bore into the information more, started to change his opinion in who these people was in our valley. So this has been a long, long argument. Trust me. So I'm gonna end up where the father of scientific racism is. Yeah, he's just simply saying, man, look, man, they're indigenous Africans, man. And if he can say that, then Black Americans who've been fighting against racism at full blown, you can just give it up and say, man, they're indigenous African, man. Ranging the skin color, man. With that, man, I appreciate everybody coming through, man. Look, man, we great. Go ahead and get on Gullah channel, see what he's talking about, man. He having a good interview over there, man. You know, I appreciate everybody. Hey, appreciate you coming through, Cyrus B. You got in this closing statement, man. Good to see you, brother.
No, not nothing big, left over to add, man. I think we had a good time over on Garfield's channel over here, right? It's good to get the brothers, back engaged. I always, enjoy having a conversation with both Corey and Chef, and absolutely, of course, absolutely yourself as well.
Absolutely,
so,
man.
Yeah.
Black Geisha, bring us apart and bring us together.
Go over and check out Gullah. Go over and check out Gullah's.
Yeah, we about to get on Gullah right now. How about you, Corey? You gone? You might be gone, ain't you?
No, I'm here. I just want to say peace. I appreciate the conversation, man. It was a good one, man. Look forward to having more, man. No doubt.
Oh yeah, it ain't over, man. You know we still doing it, man. I appreciate everybody, man. We here, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Hit that Cash App, man. And ain't nothing but some love, man. And make sure, man, y'all go ahead and upgrade y'all damn information, man. If you saying the same exact shit you was saying 10 years ago, man, you ain't upgrading nothing. Your science has changed on the situation, man. Appreciate everybody coming through, man. Some love, man. We're gonna watch some Monday Night Football, man. You know what I mean? Appreciate everybody coming through, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Ain't nothing but love, man. The Book of Al Jahid, that's the name of his channel. Y'all know what it is. Hey, I see you getting in Black, Cedric Ortega, Omar Reed, Juju, Shooter Killer Official. See you, Mount. Calm that shit down. Show some love.
Knowing me, I'll probably be in a toxic relationship. You on top of me. If the topic is truly timeless, the conversation should be how I'm and regaining my peace. Shout out to my Virgo women cooking the feast. Got a Pisces, stay in the hood, that girl a freak. Can't lie, certain Geminis ain't for me, but it's on key, cause certain upgrades cost a fee. Yeah, so we can slide and glide. I know you want it. Known to provide the vibe, the moment. Hit the clubhouse, then clubhouse to the morning. Fall in love with the mind, the body is just a bonus. Careful with what I'm searching, Siri be taking notice. All the pictures I'm liking, algorithm is golden. Melanated the lightness, all these women get chosen. Hershey kiss to the forehead, yeah.
Tap, tap, tap on your touch screen. Every single day, the same routine. You click refresh once again, and I got the same thing. Tried everything I could do. At this point, I have no clue. I gotta tell myself the truth. I just need an upgrade, an upgrade. I'm not much better than you. Yeah, shiny and new. I gotta tell myself the truth. I just need an upgrade, an upgrade.
I'm your host, man. Bobby Banger, man. See y'all in the morning, man. And with that, I'm out.